Well, hello. Welcome to today's video, and if you're new, hello. My name is Jessica. I'm a fashion, lifestyle, and travel blogger, and I love sharing fun styling hauls and vlogs and hair tutorials and hair product reviews. Oh, this is upside down. Today we're going to be unboxing and trying the new T3 Switch Kit Curl Trio. I'm so excited. If you've been around before, then you know that I am a fan of T3's hairstyling products. I have quite a few of them already, and I love to do these videos because I want to share my first impressions of this styling tool and whether or not it's really worth the price tag and who it's probably the best for. So this is seriously so interesting to me because I have the old version of T3's interchangeable curling wand system, and this seems like this is a new and probably improved system that they have out. So I'm excited to try this and see how it works for my hair. I'm going to be sharing what all three of these barrels do to your hair. This is the Curl Trio box. This is how it comes. You just pop it open, and inside you've got your three barrels and little instruction booklet and other fun little literature that it comes with. Gorgeous, like T3 aesthetic. I love it. It's just like white with the little hints of rose gold. I think is so pretty. Love. Is included in the Switch Kit Curl Trio. So first of all, you've got your curl base. This is the base that you can use for all of the wands in this system. It's got this really nice little rose gold resting placeholder thing right there. I'm not really sure what the technical term for that would be. Then you've got your three interchangeable barrels, the 1/2-inch wand barrel that makes really tight, defined, bouncy curls. This is the one that we are going to start with. Our 1.25-inch wand barrel, which creates more lived-in luxe waves, more of like a messy, beachy sort of look is what this will probably give you. The 1.5-inch clip barrel, which will give you nice, big, bold, voluminous curls and waves. Comes with a little glove to wear while you're using the tool so that you don't burn your fingers. This is especially helpful for when you're using one of the wands that doesn't have a clamp. I have burned my fingers so many times, and I really never use these things, which I probably should. This kit really gives you such a great variety of different curl options to style your hair, and the reason why I really love these interchangeable systems so much is because they allow you to really be able to have all these different tools but without as much like stuff, you know, because if you only have the one base and all these different wands, it really eliminates the need to buy a bunch of different curling irons and wands to be able to achieve different looks. I also have a wave trio that comes with three other different barrels, and then you also have the option with this product to like create your own custom trio. So buying the base, and then you get to pick the three different barrels that you want to your own needs and liking, which is such a cool option, and I probably would have gone with that, but T3, full disclosure, did gift me one of these sets of my choosing, either the curl or the wave trio, so I wasn't really given the option to do the custom route. So these things are super easy to assemble. Not only does this serve as the little rest for the curling iron when you're using it, it also serves as the locking mechanism for the interchangeable wand system. So in order to put a wand in, you just put it in its upright position, take your wand, slip it in, just simply turn it back, and your wand is in place. It's not going to go anywhere, and you're good to go. I also love that their cords come with this Velcro so that when you're not using it, you can easily wrap up the cord so it's not all over the place, and there's no need to like wrap it around the barrel, which apparently is not very good for them. Let's just give it a whirl and see how it goes. Let's go ahead and turn it on. This wand utilizes T3's Rapid Heat IQ technology, and it has 9 different heat settings so that you can get the correct heat setting for your hair texture. Thanks to the ion generator and the gloss ceramic barrels, T3 really helps you get a smooth, frizz-free look that truly lasts. Like, I very often do not need to use hairspray or anything when I use my T3 styling products because my hair just really stays for days, and that could also be due to my own hair texture. So just to let you know, I have very thick but coarse hair, and so I find that my hair does really hold curls very well naturally, and I've had a lot of people on my videos say like, oh, my hair doesn't really hold a curl. It may be that you have a finer hair texture. So in that case, one tip that I have to say that I feel like could help if you have a hard time keeping curls in your hair is to spray the sections of your hair with hairspray right before you curl it, that can really help to keep your curl lasting a little bit longer. Feels hot. Never curled my hair with a curling wand this small, so I'm really interested to see how it looks. Just keep wrapping it and wrapping it. Wow. I wonder if this is going to take me longer because you really have to like work in smaller sections and you have to wrap the hair like so many times. Wow. Notice how I'm living dangerously and not using the glove that they include. I'm also curling my hair in alternating directions, both towards my face and away from my face, and when you do this, rather than curling your hair all in one direction, it kind of creates a more like organic, natural effect rather than it like all looking super perfect. I need to get a little bit more of my ends. I'm so used to when I do my hair with my other wands, not wrapping my ends as close because I like to have that like sort of undone look. But with this, I feel like it really needs to have the ends curled. So I probably should put on the gloves. Let's just do it. Notice how I put the glove on and I didn't put it on the correct hand. Oh man. No! A little challenging. The glove on, it's harder to feel when I'm getting close to like the very end of my hair and where it might slip out of my grasp. That's the only downside about the glove. I feel like the only time I've had my hair curled with a curling iron this thin, possibly thinner than this, fun story time while I'm doing my hair. I was an extra in the Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland that came out in like 2000, I want to say like 11, maybe 2012. All right, we're just gonna let that one go. And I was in the scene where the Queen of Hearts tells the dodo birds to like swoop down and eat everybody. And so they did our hair and our makeup kind of crazy. And so I was, first of all, the only background, or the girl that did my hair told me that I was the only background actor who they didn't need to use any hair pieces for because I had enough hair, but they basically curled all of my hair in the tightest curls and then they piled it on top of my head in two like crazy little buns. And that was definitely a trip. Okay, so first layer of my hair is done. I mean, you can see like just the length difference. Like my hair is like well down past my boobs, and with this curl it shortens it up a lot. Excited to see what the rest of it's gonna look like. Just as another general tip that I give pretty much every time I do one of these hairstyling videos, I always clip up all of my hair except for the bottom layer and start there, and then I let a little bit down by a little bit. Like if you have thick hair like I do, it's really the only way to do it because otherwise it would just get too overwhelming. So that is just the way that I have found works the best. Okay. Because like I said, I feel like I need to be able to feel with my fingertips where the end of my hair is, and I can't really do that with the gloves. I definitely think, I mean, I have it turned up to like the 7th level out of 9, and I usually with my heat styling products crank the temperature up pretty high just because I have coarse hair, so I feel like it can handle it. If you have more fine hair, you probably want to go on a lower setting, but it seems like, ooh, you really don't have to hold your hair to the iron that long. Like I literally lost grip of that and it still has a great curl to it. So it does not take long for the iron to do its job, that's for sure. This is how long my hair is, and this is how short it gets with this curl. Been about 30 minutes and I am through the majority of my hair. I'm going to take a quick break to go make some dinner and eat dinner, and I'll be back to do the rest after that. Pause for a dinner break. I'm back with wine. Let's finish this hair, shall we? One thing that I find with this really small barrel is you can't take too thick of sections. Like, this is about the size section, the biggest that I'm going to take when using this wand. The one thing that is definitely imperative when I'm using this curling iron, because my natural hair is so straight, I really have to make sure that I don't leave out any little stray hairs, because usually I use a pretty thick curling iron barrel because my go-to look is more of like undone loose waves. So if I happen to leave out a little stray hair here and there, it's really not that noticeable. But with the curls being this tight, it is really noticeable if you have a little straight hairs just hanging around. So have to be really conscious to make sure that you curl every last little hair. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever had my hair this curly before. Oh, did I miss? Nope, it's just a little end piece. It didn't quite get curled. But wow, I have never had my hair be this curly ever in my life. Some of my girlfriends who have this curly of hair that I was always secretly jealous of, now I know how you feel. So this is really fun. I walked into the other room and my husband Nate was like, oh my god, even he's not used to seeing me with my hair be quite like this. So I think it's really fun. It's definitely a really different look for me, something that I have never done before. But would I do this again? Sure. I think it's a fun look, and I think as it like relaxes a little bit, it'll look really cute too, like tomorrow and the next day, even when it's a little bit more like fallen out as well. So I don't know, it's fun. Like boing. They really are very bouncy. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. This is fun. I also read somewhere that this super small barrel could also be good if your hair texture is naturally like super curly like this. You can also use this to give your hair a little bit more curl definition if you need to. I also want to note that it didn't really take me that much longer to curl my hair this way than it does the way that I normally do it. I was thinking that it might take longer just because I had to work in smaller sections, and there's a lot more like wrapping around the barrel action that has to happen because this is so small and my hair is so long. But it really honestly took the same amount of time that it would normally take me to do my whole head of hair. But I'm just obsessed. I love this. Worked incredibly well. I feel like my hair feels really soft. It doesn't feel like it got burnt or doesn't feel rough or anything. So that's nice. I always know that the T3 products are very well made, and they're made to protect your hair against that damage and causing frizz. But I kind of love this. Let me know down in the comments of what you think about my hair. Let's check out what this baby does. A couple days later, I'm back with my normal straight hair, although I got so many compliments on the super curly hair with the 0.5-inch barrel, so I'm gonna have to use this one more often. Funny enough though, my husband is the only one who was not a fan, but he'll get over it. Now we're going to test out the 1.25-inch barrel. So again, it's so easy to like just change these out. You just flip this little resting thing down, so it's like that. Pull out the barrel and stick in the new one, locked and loaded. And hopefully this turns out cute because I used a product today to make my hair blow dry faster so that I could get to filming this video. And I used the Color Wow product, the Speed Dry, and I feel like I never use it, so I was like, let me just use this again. And now I remember why I don't use it, because every time I use it, I feel like it puts this weird film on my hair that just makes it feel like gross. So I may have to throw that out, which is a bummer because I love all of Color Wow's products, but that one just is not it for me. Once the lights here on the little gauge stop going up and down, you know it's fully heated up. So we're gonna go ahead and go in. I've got one done. I thought a barrel is going to give me the look that I already kind of get most of the time when I do my hair, which is sort of those like undone loose waves. For that effect, I'm really going to be doing my hair in alternating directions because not curling every single section completely the same. So on the bottom layers, I always kind of just curl the entire shaft because I find for me, the bottom layers of my hair are the ones that like the curl falls out very quickly. I don't know why that is. My thought is that it's just gravity and the weight of the rest of my hair on top of it. Always like the bottom layers that seem like they go back to being straight really quickly. So for that section, I kind of just like to curl the entire section from as close to my roots to as close to the tip that I can, because I know this hair is prone to falling out. So one side done. I really like the little curly waves that it gives. So far, so good. Because this isn't a clamp and you have to hold the end of your hair, it probably is best if you wear the glove that they give you with it, but you know, I like to live dangerously. What I was saying before, if you want to give your hair a little bit more of that undone look, instead of curling the entire section of your hair, getting the iron as close to your roots as possible and trying to get the tip of your hair as close to the barrel as possible, varying it up a little bit and like doing some where, see how I'm just gonna leave that much of my hair out, and then quite a bit of the top of the section of the hair is left out of the barrel as well. Doesn't start till a little bit more of like a ways down. Just doing that randomly throughout your hair will give a little bit more of that organic sort of undone variety and feel to your hair. So here is the finished product with the 1.25-inch barrel. If you follow me and you've been to my channel before, then you probably will recognize this is normally how I style my hair. It's very similar. So this kind of gives you like the undone sort of beachy waves. I feel like it would look even a little bit better, but like I said, I used a product earlier that I feel like kind of made the texture of my hair a little bit like gunky, you know? So that's kind of a bummer, but it still looks really, really cute, and I really think this barrel is great. I also feel like my hair looks nice and shiny. The last one lasted me 4 days, and it held up pretty well. Just I wasn't really aware of how to like keep it not looking super frizzy after the first day. This should last me 2 or 3 days, depending on how I work out in the next couple days, and also depending on how this hair product, you know, kind of makes the curls hold. So we shall see. But now let's try out the 1.5-inch clip barrel. So what is supposed to give you big, bold, voluminous, wavy curls, I guess. And because it has a clamp, it's going to tend to make your hair look a little bit more like perfect and more polished. But of course, you can sort of play around with that if you want. And the way to do that is when you curl your hair, to not put your ends into the clamp. So I'll kind of show you really quickly what I mean by that. Stick your hair in the clamp like so, and then I kind of like to bring it down a little bit, use my thumb and kind of ease up on the clamp as I sort of work my hair into the barrel. A lot of people like to put, you know, like go like this and roll up, but this is just the technique that I like to do when I'm using a clamp. And so you can see I have left the ends out here, which you can do that if you, again, want your hair to not quite look like it's so perfectly done. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and make my hair look a little bit more on the polished side this time, I think. And then when I let it out, I just kind of like let it sort of unravel, and then I unclip it at the last second. So it's just a nice, big, open, bouncy curl. So I'm just going to go ahead and get to work and do the rest of my head. I think I'm stuck like this forever. Okay, so here is the finished look with the 1.5-inch barrel. It definitely made some nice, like, looser, more voluminous curls as it promised. Kind of similar to the last barrel, but again, I think these are just a little bit more loose and undone, and as these fall out, it's gonna be even more of a loose look. So Overall, I'm really pleased with this hair curler. I think it gives you 3 very versatile looks, and on top of that, you can start with the curl trio, and if you wanted to get more of the interchangeable barrels, you can also purchase more of them via T3. So you have even more options available to you when you have this base, period, which is really cool. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about this curling iron. I'll do my best to answer them. If you haven't checked out my last T3 product review, I reviewed this really cool smart curling iron that they have that has really interesting technology. So if you're interested in their friends and family sale that's going on until the end of the month, maybe you want to check that video out next. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out a lot. You have no idea. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys over on this video. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Bye!